Okay, everybody. All right, so I'm behind the camera now. So this is part 2 of our introduction. So this is my framing studio straight ahead. So let's go in. I actually just moved into this place about a month ago, so I'm still sort of feeling my way through getting it set up. So this is probably not the optimal setup, but as you can see, the light could not be better. I feel very humbled and lucky to have this place because I've never had anything so appropriate to my needs before in my whole life. I've always just sort of made do, and on one of these podcasts I'll take you downstairs to the apartment I used to live in, so you can see what I used to have going on, what kind of conditions I was working in, so you won't feel so like you don't have the adequate things, because we rarely do. And okay, so what we have in front of us on my easel, this is hey, we might as well start the learning right now. This is called a studio easel because it's got a sort of four-legged base. It is foldable, but it's not really portable. I wouldn't take this one outside. I do have one for going outside. Okay, so what we have on the studio easel here is a work in egg tempera that I did on watercolor paper. And like I said before, I love egg tempera. This is not very typical of egg tempera. This is sort of an experiment, but I quite like how it turned out. So over here on the table, I'm just in the process of framing another piece that is just a simple, very quick drawing, actually done with wax crayon, if you can believe it. That was what was to hand that day. So yeah, it's good to constantly use different stuff. Don't consider anything off limits. Don't limit yourself to just thinking that, okay, shut up. Okay, so we go inside, and things are kind of all over the place still in here. Partly because I'm on a framing spree, and partly because I'm still, again, just trying to figure out what the best setup is for things. So I have this table by the window. This is normally where we eat, but right now it's occupied with a number of different originals. This one was done in our local Chinatown. It's one of my recurring themes is Chinatown urban landscapes. Here's another little piece I did downtown. This again is egg tempera, done with a wash of egg tempera over the background, over watercolor paper, and then a thicker mix of egg tempera used for this drawing slash painting, if you will. Oh, I should have said that this back here is soft pastel, which is another one of my favorite materials to work with. And over here we have another table. This table I either use for when my art stuff spills over or when I'm writing. I put my laptop here. That's what I mean about like edgy flowers. I don't know. It's a little different, I think. This again is soft pastel. The light isn't the greatest at the moment here, but that didn't really help that much. There's another Chinatown landscape. This is sort of an experimental image. This is soft pastel, and I did this on Granville Island in Vancouver while my daughter was playing in the playground, and I just sort of did this weird sketch, which became a series of paintings. The jury's still out on whether I liked them or not, but that's okay. This is a landscape I did when I had the pleasure and privilege to visit a town in northern Taiwan called Jiufen. Jiufen? I sort of made it a French pronunciation, I'm not sure what happened there. Jiufen? Okay. and I'll talk more about that probably at some point. One of the most magical and beautiful places I've ever been. This was done. I was really drunk when I did that one. Maybe it shows. We were at a party. You get the idea. Okay, so we have some stuff around. That's another soft pastel drawing that I did of my daughter Bridget. And this again is egg tempera. Yeah,